I lived there for like 22 years.
6-7 years.
Since September last year.
All my life, literally. Not on like this road all my life, but yeah, I've always lived around St. Paul's.
Over 10 years.
Nah, I don't mean.
I attend some community meetings. I'm a youth worker, so I also attend a lot of training through that and community meetings through that. But yeah, I probably don't attend as many as I could because I work.
No, I don't.
As I'm only 21, not really, but if it's to do with carnival, I would, and I have, you know, because that's something I really enjoy and I wouldn't want it to stop for any reason. So yeah, I would attend if it's benefiting me.
Absolutely, you know, I think that's a good way to get to know two people, so yeah, nice. Yeah.
Well, normally I don't go to the meeting, but I involved with the planning, you know, trees and, you know, clearing things, you know, I involved with some of those things.
I haven't really heard about any, and I've been focusing more on my career aspect really to get too involved in that sort of stuff at the moment.
Some of the topics that they talk about is not of interest to me.
Because I work in the evenings, but I attend the ones I can.
Well, me personally, it's just work commitments. I work like 12 to 14 hours a day, and then by the time they, like the meetings are, so they might be at 8 o'clock, that's when I'm coming back from work, and I am shattered. But yeah, and they're not really appealing as well. They don't appeal to people my age to want to come, if that makes sense.
I think like lack of sort of like information, people just don't know about like you know about this kind of things. So if there was like more information, then it would be better. But yeah.
Something to do with the local businesses around it. That's what got interested in, the business and how they're getting along, and new shops or whatever.
Anything, any type of direct action that's like from the ground up. Anything relating to the carnival, really. Housing. Yeah, anything that I think relates to general people that are actually living here, rather than just the gentrification of the area.
Well, I would nice to do some sort of like workshops in here actually, like music workshops and stuff like that. Arty stuff, bringing out talents and some of the youngsters and all that. So
I would say everything really, just like getting to know people around us, you know, like, because again, you know, like we live in a society where everyone's like so separated from each other, and I think it's a good way to just kind of like meet us, like, you know, get to know each other and, you know, stuff like that. So yeah.
I love the people that live here. I love the vibe. Like I used to love carnival and how St. Paul's is in summer.
I like the mixture. It's quite free, and everyone, there's loads of different cultures about, and it's nice. I like the area. The food, there's good food as well. I like the food.
What I do like about St. Paul's is how we all grew up together as kids, and how the Venture Playground was down there. Like I speak to people now and I'm like, oh, how old's your child? And they're like 6, and they say that they don't go anywhere, they don't really have no friends, like their only social bit is school and home. I like how social we all was, and we all grew up as one together, and we just got flinged down adventures by our parents and then come home at this time. So I like how we've all grown up together as a community.
The people around there are amazing. Like I lived there for like 22 years and I moved up to Ashdown. Seeing the difference between the two areas, can't compare. I miss down there, so yeah.
What would you?
I like the art. You know, it's very artistic symbols. So yeah, I like the art, and the people are nice as well.
I think the community in here is great, you know. I mean, everybody love everybody, and that's a great thing, you know.
Well, that red trousers man needs to get rid of the resident parking, or figure out a way to guarantee your space, because I'm paying all this money and I'm coming home at 8 o'clock and then the road's full and I'm not getting no space. So the parking needs to improve. And I just think more like information to us, like if anything is going on with carnivals or any community meetings or anything like that, because you always hear like slap bang at the last minute. There's no like, you know, promotion to know what's going on. So yeah, just keep the community informed more.
Youth clubs? Because compared to what they used to be like when I was younger, the youth clubs I went to, they've literally gone out the window now. So I can't imagine what it's like for the younger, not being able to go on certain trips or that. So yeah.
I don't know about improving. I think there needs to be some sort of like there's access issues where people from the community, and you're finding it actually, struggling to have their voices heard and being taken into account. I think there's a swathe of the community that are just seen as like second-class citizens here, and because suddenly St. Paul's has been realised that, okay, it's not seen as a ghetto no more. It's seen as a place that's, you know, ready to be like bulldozed and like regenerated and basically socially cleansed because it's so near to town. And that's just happening. That's been happening.
I think there needs to be more activities for the younger lot to get involved too, because I've noticed a lot of the younger lot are just hanging about doing nothing. So I think more, like I said, workshops, community-based stuff to get them off the streets and involved in doing stuff, like I said, bringing out talents, like music workshops for instance, art projects, stuff that they can bring them in to stop them doing that, like greater role models maybe like in the area so that they can look up to, so they can get involved in doing that sort of stuff.
I would say like more information to just kind of like let people know like what's happening around the area. So yeah.
If we can have affordable, you know, house rent, if we can make the children involved with the activities like art form, or you know, improve their learning, education and things, this is something very, very important. You know, as you know, Brother Mali said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. So you can't sit down and think everything will come to you. We know things are not perfect, but yourself have to be, you know, have to be ready to change yourself, you know.